Починился. У него меч совсем пропал. Так. Кладовую. Пойдемте обыщем кладовую. Кладовая, и тут стоит матрос. Бушлат матроса. Дневник контрабандиста. У меня 2 новых зайца. Хотят уехать в Альсад. Пока их не поймали инквизиторы, это усложняет работу. Думаю, я смогу незаметно провести их на корабль, но придется потрудиться. Надеюсь, им хватит терпения. Спрячу их пока на складе за портовым управлением. Туда-то инквизиторы в жизни не сунутся. Окей, мы нашли.
Good day. Someone told me that you're a friend of Jonas's, the young cabin boy who's gone missing.
That's right, yeah.
А, это девушка?
Are you looking for him?
Yes. Your captain asked me to go and find him.
Happy to hear he's taken the disappearance seriously. What can I do for you?
Обалдеть. Я издалека решил, что пацан.
Do you think he could have made himself any enemies?
I wouldn't think that for a moment. Jonas has a good heart and he steers clear of trouble and troublemakers.
Does he know anyone in Serene?
No one, far as I know.
Вот нормальные диалоги. Быстро, коротко, по существу. А те затягивают. Ой.
What does Jonas do in his free time, when you're on land?
He just hangs around here or there. You know the cabin boys don't have half a sailor's wages. And when evening comes, we usually go down the tavern with good old Lauro.
Did he ever have one too many?
Never. He sips his pint like it was bad medicine. One drink lasts him the whole night.
When did you last see him?
2 days ago, in the evening. We went to have a drink in the tavern. Jonas, Lauro, and myself.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary? Was he troubled?
Maybe a tad troubled. Like he was somewhere else.
Why would that be? Give me your best guess.
Boy, I haven't the faintest idea.
I don't know where to start with this. Do you have any idea?
No. Lauro won't stop telling anyone who will lend him an ear that the boy was carried off by thugs.
And you don't believe him?
I like Lauro, don't get me wrong, he's like a brother. But to be honest, he drinks a little more than he should. The itch for a drink gets us all, but to him more than others, and when you drink too much, the imagination wanders. Here, yesterday, it was me who tied one over, and I thought I heard Jonas's voice by the canal. I called back to him, as you guessed, but then nothing. Drink. It blurs the senses.
I need to be going. Farewell.
Strange story this is.
Не стал я спрашивать про капитана, я понял, что он,
We need to lift the veil on this.
как говорится, славный малый. Так. Склад, склад. Давайте в таверну, шарлатан, казармы. В складские помещения полезем потом, судя по всему, там будет жарко. Хорошо лут сыпется, я вам скажу. Налево нам не надо. Идемте прямо. Листяшки. Это вроде бы был. Зашли. Выполнение заданий. В игре GreedFall, как правило, каждое задание можно выполнить несколькими способами. Да, в нашем случае нож к горлу и готово. Всегда есть несколько вариантов действия. Пойти хитростью, довериться интуиции, переубедить собеседника, подкупить или создать нужный предмет в мастерской. Цвет таланта, тратьте очки навыков, выбирайте снаряжение, дающее бонусы. Можно запугать и убить. Вот это наш вариант.
Good day, tavern keeper.
Good day to you. What is your pleasure?
I'm looking for my cousin. His name is Constantine. I believe he was intent on celebrating his departure last night.
There was indeed a party here last night, but it ended badly.
Whatever do you mean?
A brawl broke out. My tavern was shattered, and no one's paid for the damages.
I'm sorry. Amongst the rebel rousers, did there happen to be a young man? 20 years of age. Hair down to his neck, light brown, blue eyes. Quite the talker.
I don't believe it. Of course he was there. He's the man that started the fight. I hope you've come to reimburse me. Don't count on me to help you if that's not the case.
What kind of damage are we talking about exactly?
A good half of my furniture was broken into firewood. I piled up the lot over there.
Let me take a look. Perhaps it can be repaired.
If you can fix it, I'll be obliged. If not, you'll need to pay.
Зашибись. Надо расплачиваться за других, да?
That's not a small sum. I need to think about my options.
Oh, the father has forgotten to give his son his allowance, it would seem.
I'm looking for a Naut. A young cabin boy who's been missing roll call for 2 days now.
A Naut, you say? That's not a lot to go on. There are quite a few that come to my tavern.
According to one of his fellows, he would have been taken right here.
A kidnapping. In my establishment. You surely jest. Or at least I hope you do. I would have noticed. That doesn't hold water.
Someone told me about one of your faithful clients. A big gambler, it would seem.
I see. An able-bodied man. Passes his time lightening the pouches of sailors coming through.
Where might I find him at this time?
Here? He would never give away his chair at his table. Anything else?
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
Не будем спрашивать и затягивать.
The furniture is in terrible condition. The fight must have been extremely violent.
It looks as if it's fixable. I've seen worse. We'll need to build some metal dowels, but once done, we can make them like new.
I could repair this if I had some metal dowels.
Хич нужны.
Who are you? I don't recognize you. Am I in your debt?
No. Have no fear about that. It's for a different reason that I am here. I'm looking for a Naut that disappeared 2 days ago, after visiting this establishment. A young cabin boy. 2 members of his crew accompanied him.
Yes, that does ring a bell. I've played with the 3 of them.
Tell me what happened that evening.
A rich merchant came in, with a band of strong arms. The kind of men you can round up for a few coins, if you catch my drift. They exchanged words with the cabin boy. The kid was defensive, not sitting pretty. And then they finally left.
And after that?
It just so happens that I did go out for a breather. I needed some fresh air. And I think I might well have seen those same men grab him. But that was none of my business. I wouldn't have thought that they were kidnapping him if that's what it was. They weren't particularly rough with him.
What can you tell me about the boy? How was he that night?
He seemed rather nervous, as if he was worried about something. Didn't feel like playing, that I remember. And he must have been right to be nervous, if he's disappeared.
Who was the rich merchant, do you think? A jilted lover? A moneylender?
No, sir. You are in luck. It so happens that I know the man. It was Sir Fontaine, that merchant.
Where can I find him?
He has a house in the wealthy boroughs, just off the canal. A stone's throw from the Theleme embassy.
Thank you. You've been immensely helpful.
This man is completely owned by his love for the game.
Торговец рабами, что ли?
What would he gain from lying?
Ворует матросов.
But
Интересно.
what would any wealthy merchant gain from holding a penniless child?
Ну, я как этот самый бедный По 7 монет с каждого стола. Подайте на пропитание, так сказать. Что у нас тут? Что лежит здесь? И надо забрать. Круто. Что-то как-то тут это... Скудненько. Пустенько. Ничего не взять. Конечно, надо наскрепсти на 7. Закрыто. Так. Письмо алхимика из Альсада. Дорогой Ариф, я очень опечален тем, что ваши надежды найти покой в Сирене не оправдались. После вашего отъезда Академия оказалась в удручающем состоянии. Ваши обвинители ведут себя так, словно закона для них не существует, и постоянно проводят сомнительные опыты. Мы ничего не можем сделать, лишь молчать и ждать. Искренне надеюсь, что ваши поиски увенчаются успехом. Всех грешники, всех пора наказывать. Считают себя вне закона. Ключики. Взял. А тут у нас сундучок. Рожь. Это очень хорошо. Пока я собираю одежду, нет необходимости переодеваться. Да и это смотрится более стильно. Появляется каждый раз, что ли? Пугает. Удачно. Прокачанный взлом решает множество проблем с закрытыми два шурупа дверями. Что у нас тут?
Locked.
А, второй уровень взлома нужно. Вышел к больным. Граждане, только спокойствие, только спокойствие. Записочка. Альберт, надеюсь, когда ты вернешься в Альсад, тебе передадут это письмо. Если, конечно, еще кто-то останется жив. Я уже почти ничего не вижу и пишу с большим трудом. Прости, сынок, твое наследство будет небольшим. Мародеры уже наверняка разгромили нашу книжную лавку. Надеюсь, спрятанную в доме шкатулку они не нашли. Береги себя, сынок. Или, если найдешь деньги, беги на этот чудесный остров, на котором, говорят, нет болезней, ни горя. Твой любящий отец. Это тот книжник, который пошел сюда, чтобы спастись от лечения, а в конечном счете все-таки погиб. Мы узнали, что он где-то заныкал в каком-то доме шкатулочку. Не знаю в каком. Но может быть где-нибудь нам попадется. Надо будет запомнить данную информацию. Есть что тут у вас лишь лежит не на своем месте и требует, чтобы это забрали. Дверь не открывается. Непонятно. Ну давайте пообщаемся.
Sir Desade, I presume. It is an honor to make your acquaintance. Captain, you set sail soon. Have you seen to our little business?
Yes, we were finally able to recover your merchandise.
Excellent news. I'm afraid, though, that your mission isn't completely finished, Kurt.
Blast me, I'm a captain, not an errand boy.
The commander was quite explicit.
Very well. What do I need to do?
The merchandise that you obtained needs to be sent to Tier 4D as soon as possible. But the Port Authority formalities for shipping take an eternity to wade through. And we've already lost quite a bit of time with this dishonest merchant.
Are you blatantly asking us to smuggle this merchandise and contraband?
I would never ask you to do such a thing, Your Excellency.
Ah, but you don't mind asking that of Kurt?
Well, now, if he finds an alternative solution that is less illegal, that would be fine. The method matters not. But this cargo must reach the Isle on the next ship.
Marvelous.
Well then, I await your return with utmost impatience. I'm certain you shall do what's required.
Ну что ж, по-моему, это нам подходит. Мерзавца отыграем, так отыграем прям по полной. Контрабанда. Лучше и не придумать. Что у нас? Починить все, что сломали. Выяснить, где Константин, он мне не скажет. Так.
Citizens, I present to you Panacea, the absolute cure of everything. Toothache, stomach ailment, and even an open wound. This potion heals all of that. And more still, this little phial is the product of years of research and intensive labor. I hear you asking if this remedy can heal one from the Malachor. Alas, not yet. But your question is legitimate. I am so close to finding the cure. But the Malachor isn't the only ailment causing you to suffer. Not true? Then don't miss out on this chance and give yourself a healthy and energized life. Rejoice! A phial only costs a few coins, and well worth it to make your life shiny and new again.
Does it really heal everything, your potion?
Everything. Absolutely everything. Except the Malachor, of course. That being said, it is known that those in top health resist the Malachor best of all. Then don't throw away this chance. Think of all the pains that this potion could help you avoid.
You are right. It's a deal. I'm gonna take two.
There's a man that knows a good deal when he sees one. Hurry now. There won't be enough for everyone.
There he is. He's our man, no doubt.
His speech is well polished. I even feel like buying some.
And if we
Интересный малый.
I wonder if he'll serve us the same routine.
Давайте поговорим. Мне два, пожалуйста.
Finally tempted.
In all honesty, I haven't made up my mind yet. I want to be certain that I'm not dealing with a charlatan.
In this day and age, I can't blame you. What might I do to convince you?
Will you drink one of your potions to prove your good faith?
Of course. I take a little sip every morning. But as I'm in perfect health, you won't be able to verify the improvement in my condition. But if it helps you make up your mind, give me just a moment. There now. As you see, I am still
Нормальная анимация выпивания.
Come on now, I swear you take that vial out of your pocket. Nothing proves that it's the same potion that you sell to your clients.
As a man of science, I consider skepticism a remarkable quality. But in your case, it is not skepticism, but blindness.
We need to steal one of these potions and force him to drink it.
Brilliant idea, Kurt. Let's take a look at his cart.
А, это где-то за лавкой. Здесь не залезть. Здесь нам не залезть. Там не пройти. Я увидел блестяшку. Она нам точно по пути. И похоже нам сюда. Ворона валяется дохлая. Что вам надо? Ну, там добил? О. Разбойники охраняют его зелье, что ли? Ну, по-моему, получается, по-любому он контрабандист какой-то. Ох, шмота навалило. У нас есть какой-то перевес? Да, у нас есть 140 из 200. Панацея шарлатана. Научный журнал алхимика. Страница написана мелким неразборчивым почерком. Написанные результаты опытов и осмотра пациента. Встречаются непонятные символы. Сложность некоторых рецептов не оставляет сомнения. Автор этих записей был очень хорошим алхимиком. Это странный алхимик из Альянса, который снял комнату наверху. Просит не заходить к нему и не делать уборку. Наверное, старый дурак боится, что ты разобьешь его склянки. Пусть сидит в грязи, если хочет. Не будем ему мешать. Ага, в грязи лекарства делать. Что ж там за лекарство получится? Давайте заставим его их выпить. В плохих условиях сделано лекарство вряд ли является лекарством.
I happen to have a vial of your medicine. Would you be willing to drink it in front of us? To prove that there is no risk?
This bullying is trying my patience. I'm beginning to suspect that you might be working for a rival.
You refuse to taste it?
You might have put something in it to cause me harm or further disgrace.
No, look. The vial is still sealed. It comes straight from your stock.
And you dare challenge me when you have just admitted to being a thief?
Come now. You can see for yourself that I'm gladly returning your vial, so that you might drink it in front of witnesses.
А спереди флакон.
Dissipate my doubts, as well as those of these brave folk.
Yes, no, you don't have the right.
Damnation. He got away. He can't have gone far.
В смысле сбежал?
Greetings, Your Excellency. I believe I've seen you at the palace. Are you one of the prince's relatives?
И куда он сбежал? Найти шарлатана. Саверин он сбежал. Зашибись тут. Черная пелена перед глазами и этот убегает. Какие же разбойники? Ремесло позволяет улучшать оружие и броню. Наука позволяет создавать зелья и ловушки. Работать в мастерской нужно обладать определенными знаниями. Получить их можно несколькими способами. Развивайте соответствующие таланты, пользуйтесь определенным снаряжением или помощью спутников, чтобы получить бонус. Каждое очко таланта открывает новый рецепт. Угу. Видимо, вот эти точки это и есть улучшение, да? Хорошо. Шкура какая-то нужна. И даже фиолетовый. Третий уровень ремесла. Хорошо. Портупея. Чехол. Лом +1. Чехол с замком. Наука. Энергичность. Логичность. Шкура опять нужна какая-то. Где мне эту шкуру брать? Нагрудник. Ха-ха. Интересно, это от одежды зависит? Или как это работает? Непонятно. Ладно. Открыть справку. А как? Тут только оружие улучшается. Качество. Сортировка. Улучшить можно. Типа рукоятку. К ярости. Физический урон. Не, ну так-то прикольно. Так. Ингредиенты. Шуруп, сырое железо. Создать. А, у меня их уже 4. Мне их 4 надо. Создавать не будем. Сэкономил.
And there you have it. You'd never guess they were once broken.
Well then, were you able to repair it all?
Yes, just like new. Or nearly.
That does indeed look like fine work. You know what you're doing.
I would hope. Can you tell me where I can find my cousin now?
Your cousin is either a very bad joker or a right good fool. He went and insulted a band of ruffians from the lower boroughs. Dangerous fellows. They've a storehouse they operate out of a few streets from here.
What kind of business do they run?
Several, actually, and they're all illegal and profitable. But you didn't hear that from me. In any case, if you were set on recovering your cousin, I would hurry if I were you. They're not the tender sorts.
Thank you for the information.
Off with ya. Get him out of whatever mess he's got himself into. Seemed like a courageous fellow. Who could down his pint. Anything else?
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
Так. Так. Это вниз. Вы прибыли к месту назначения. Тут где-то наверху был, да? Попался.
What are you doing in my room?
I'm not the only one that has found you. Have you seen the mob that is gathering in the street?
I'm neither deaf nor blind. By the spheres. Why didn't I leave the city while there was still time?
The Alliance ambassador is quite unsettled by your commerce, and he is the one who sent me.
Sahin? Him again. Ruining my career wasn't enough for him. He's the very reason I had to leave the Alliance. And here I am, playing the part of the potion maker. Me, who was once a respected member of the Academy of Al-Sad.
Dr. Sahin warned me that you were an imposter.
That doesn't surprise me, coming from him. I was a master alchemist. I understand if you don't believe me after all that, but I have a number of documents to prove it. I would still be one if Sahin hadn't set off a chain of machinations to disgrace me.
Why does Sahin bear you such hatred?
I wasn't fortunate enough to oppose certain great minds of the Academy. To criticize their methodology. I saw them inflicting torture on sick prisoners, making them drink the most vile poisons. To find a remedy to the Malachor they won't hesitate to kill. I could not keep my silence.
It is for an act of courage that you fell from grace and earned Sahin's hatred.
Я говорил, что эти тоже Не белые пушистые. Всех казнить будет надо потом.
Are you not ashamed to have poisoned those poor souls?
These potions are not harmful. That is to say that they don't contain any harmful ingredients.
But you could just as easily produce real healing potions. So why don't you?
You don't understand. I fled, but I haven't put a stop to my own research. This potion is an attempt to create in those who drink it a resistance to the Malachor.
So you manipulate people to use as experimental fodder? That is completely unethical.
I don't have a choice, but it does not harm them, I assure you.
If this potion were inoffensive, then why wouldn't you drink it when I offered it to you?
I ran tests on myself for such a long time that I ended up becoming intolerant to it. A small sip of this mixture provokes in me now a violent reaction. I mean, the mob would have been furious in any case, but a normal dose, I assure you, is without risk.
Your methods don't seem so different than those of your colleagues.
I don't torture people. And this potion only has side effects in high doses.
Perhaps, but you're hurting innocents. I cannot let your commerce continue.
So, what are you going to do with me, sir?
Так, если я его арестую, я помогу этим челикам. А если я ему помогу покинуть город, возможно, он уплывет со мной. Будет меня снабжать, будет мне должен, будет снабжать меня алхимией. Зельями, еще что-нибудь там по блату. Значит, для меня выгоднее оставить его в живых.
I'm going to help you leave the city, but you must promise never to return.
I swear it.
Very well then. I need to first get you away from those who want to see you hanged.
If we can't find a way to sneak out of here discreetly, we will have to confront the populace.
I haven't lost hope that I'll be able to help them hear reason.
It would be better if I remain hidden while waiting.
Ох. Что ж. Надо будет как-то их убедить. Словом красивым.
Please listen, I beg you.
If you want him to reimburse you, get in the back of the line like everyone else.
Believe me, I understand why you're angry.
Me? It's not money I want. That charlatan tried to poison us. I couldn't give a flying pile of dung for your pretty words. We're gonna hang him high. And you too, if you're an accomplice.
How absurd! I'm the one who put an end to his operation.
Well, in that case, help us catch him so he can be punished like he deserves.
He's trapped. He'll have to come out someday, you'll see.
Мы агрессивно будем действовать.
Citizens, in my capacity as legate of the congregation, I order you to disperse.
Disperse? It's that thief you should be arresting. You hear me, everyone? The powerful are behind this charlatan. They want us to leave.
We'll have nothing of it. Arm yourselves!
Yeah.
To my help. And death to the others. Move away. Things are about to get dicey.
Ай. Эй! Воу-хо-хо-хо! А я думал, стражник за меня. Какое последнее сохранение? Ха! Надеюсь, оно было перед боем. Почему-то хп над его башкой не появлялось. Стой. Мне с ним поговорить надо? Нет. Тем не менее, мы будем драться. Ничего не поменялось. Все, кто не со мной, те против меня. Я промотаю только в этот раз.
Citizens, in
Disperse the power.
We'll have nothing.
To my help. And death to the others. about to get dicey. Green blood. I can't hold on much longer.
Ну, нет, сейчас забьете ведь. А мы его убили? Ох. Ну что ж, хорошее место, чтобы передохнуть. Увидимся в следующем видео.